blast. Teenage dreams and neon screens. It was all rad, you know what I mean. Like, you know, it's like whatever, together forever. We're never gonna sever. Laughing and sharing our stories clever. We'll take you back. It's like whatever.
Welcome to Like Whatever, a podcast for, by, and about Gen X. I'm Nicole, and this is my BFFF, Heather.
Hello.
So on my way here, it takes a little over an hour for us to be together to record this. I was driving down, and I listened to last week's episode. And man, was Pat a good interview.
Yes.
Like, holy moly. Like, I knew in the moment that it was just awesome, but that was the first time I had listened to it. And man, he knocked it out of the park. He made us look good for sure.
Yeah. We had a good time. It was a lot of fun.
It was really fun. I can't wait to have him on again sometime.
Yes.
But I just want to give him a little shout out because nice work. And if you haven't listened to last week's episode, you should check it out. Pat Green is an author, and his book, Hearts of Glass, Living in the Real World, is out, and it came out on audio last Friday. And it is for sale wherever you buy your books online. So check it out.
If you go to, it's barnstormer.com, right?
Correct.
He has autographed
Yes.
copies.
And I got confirmation from him today that my signed copy is in the mail. I'm so excited.
Yay.
Yay. So a couple fun things happened this week. First of all, I cannot get enough of the Coldplay cheaters. Like,
Oh, yeah. I'm over it.
are you?
Yeah.
Not me. I think I started to get over it a little bit, and then Gwyneth Paltrow came out and did a PR commercial for them. And she, she's the ex-wife of Chris Martin.
Yes.
And astronomer hired her to smooth things over. I just fucking love it because karma's a bitch, man.
Yeah.
And I love the dude's soon-to-be ex-wife. And she was like, I'm not going to sugarcoat any of this.
I mean, you really can't come back from
Fuck
it.
you, I'm gone.
Yeah. Pretty much. You don't really have much of a choice there.
Yeah, and the memes have died down, I guess. Everybody's had their fun, but it was fun while it lasted. Did you see even the Philly fanatic?
Yes.
And the female Philly fanatic did it.
I have seen, yes.
Okay, I'll let it go. But I had to bring it up because it was just...
Hey, it's your podcast.
I freaking loved it. Although we just keep hearing about him and how he had to leave his job and blah, blah. Did she get fired? Did she have to leave?
I don't know anything about her.
Yeah. Well, she was the head of HR in the same company.
I don't know.
So...
Was she married?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sexist.
Well, she's the head of PR, so or HR or PR?
HR.
Oh.
So I guess she had to report to herself Monday morning.
She had a long talk with herself. I'm so glad we don't have HR.
I'm not going to go there.
Be good.
The other thing from this week that I loved was the South Park episode. Did you watch it?
I didn't because I don't care for South Park. So
Okay. Well, even if you don't like South Park.
I have heard about it.
I know that you have heard about it. And when I read best episode ever, I was like, all right, there are a lot of very good South Park episodes. I don't know, but it really might be the best one ever. And a friend of mine posted something that made a really valid point. I'm pretty sure it was a quote from somebody else, someone's article or something. But that is the way to bring down a tyrant, is satire.
Yes.
You can say bad things about him and tell what he's doing, even if he's lying about it. But when you make fun of him and it's real, they made him very heavy set. Mm-hmm. They made his wiener the size of my pinky. And he climbs in bed with Satan. And it's...
I know. My favorite podcast said that they didn't think that was fair to Satan.
Well, in all fairness, Satan really wasn't into him. He was laying there and Trump would jump in bed and be like, come on, Satan, come on, running his finger up and down his arm. Satan would be like, meh, nah. It was really great. And then at the very end, they want South Park to apologize and to do some sort of like marketing for Trump to show that they're sorry. So it's Trump out in the desert and starts in a suit and he's walking and he's like, or the narrator is saying something about how much he loves this country and he'll do anything for it and blah, blah, blah. And he's stripping down as he's walking and it shows him crawling with his fat ass, like, and he finally falls down and it shows like his little wiener stand up. It's so good. I love South Park though, but
I had a Facebook argument for like 3 or 4 days.
Ooh, your favorite.
I know. I do love a good Facebook argument with a friend of mine who I used to work with at FedEx. And it was just infuriating because it was over the Epstein files and through literally every other distraction in the world. And I kept saying, that's beside the point of what because the meme I posted was something about like, if this was if there's Democrats on the thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know who's on it. Yeah. I know who's on it.
Right. And they need to be punished just the same as everybody else.
One of them should be punished. And they were like, because I've seen a lot of people, well, what if Obama's on it? I mean, he's not probably, but if he is, then he should be.
He should, but I would bet my left arm that he is not on that list.
I would also. But I'm just saying that everybody on that list should be punished.
Yes.
And then it was just back and forth with this. And then it was like, he just hangs out with other billionaires. I wish you could see my face right now because it's just, come on. I mean, come on. And his whole thing was, well, my wife was an addict, but that doesn't make me an addict. Mm-hmm. Did you fly to a pedophile island with her? No.
Although, when they asked him if he had gone there, did you see this week? He said he never had the privilege of being invited there. That. I'm like, wow. Like, I mean, his PR people must just stand with their head in their hands constantly. Although nobody seems to care. So, I mean, maybe.
No, there is still a lot. There is a big pushback from them
And Scotland has been amazing. Did you see the front cover of their newspaper the day he showed up? And then all the protesters, and then the bagpiper that played louder than Trump was talking when he was trying to talk publicly.
And I hate a bagpipe, but I'm not going to, because we're going to go on.
We could talk the whole hour about this.
Where I don't want to go.
My only thing is I just really hope this doesn't blow over like everything else does. Because I have lost hope in there being any consequences.
We're only 8 months in. Like, we got another 3.5 years of this. It's like unbelievable that we're only 8 months in.
This much damage.
Yes.
And I will tell you, I used the information you shared last week in the all-day training I was in today for work. The first speaker talked about suicide prevention and how to help people with that. Uh-huh. So she kept bringing up 988. So at the end of her spiel, I raised my hand and I was like, because a lot of us counselors work with high schoolers. So I was like, for those of you that are working with anybody in the LGBTQ plus community, just know that the option is not there on 988 anymore. And some people knew, some people were very shocked. And I talked about the Trevor Project. And somebody else mentioned that Canada's also picking up some of the slack for us.
Good for Canada.
God bless Canada.
I know. I hope they are excited that I'm going to be moving there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to fucking Canada. I don't care. A, because I can't take this goddamn heat.
It's hot.
It's just ridiculous.
I mean, this is the heat. The weather here is the reason you don't go to Florida in the winter or in the summer.
It's just awful.
It's horrible. We are in our 5th heat wave. And our breaks in heat waves have been like a day.
Yeah, it's just, although this weekend is supposed to be super nice, but I was telling Nicole earlier, I had sweat dripping in my eyes and it was burning me so bad I couldn't see. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to do your job when you have to read things and you have sweat dripping in your eyes.
You need one of those like terry cloth headbands.
I know. I have a hat.
No, not a hat. That covers the top of your head and holds your heat in.
I know, but it also blocks the sun out a little bit. Like
You need a visor.
I'm never going to wear a visor.
What if it had the Grim Reaper on it?
Never. I don't care. That's never going to happen. You will never catch me in a visor.
I can't wear hats because I have a big head, but I like a visor.
Or you can like a visor all you want.
Yeah.
But that shit is not going on this noodle.
All right. Get sweat in your eyes then. I don't know what to
I
tell
would
you.
rather be blind than wear a visor.
You could wrap a bandana around your head.
I could. But again, the hat, I got a floppy hat and it blocks the sun out from my eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have the little vents in the top?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
It's a North Face and it has vents that you just...
Oh, and then you could put ice pack in it.
I could probably. I didn't think of
Freeze
that.
your brain.
Yeah, I don't know. Today I would have probably done whatever you wanted me to do to not be hot anymore. I would have murdered whoever you wanted me to. I would have murder for hire for an ice pack. That's all it would have taken you earlier today.
My kingdom for an ice pack.
I do want to talk about Happy Gilmore 2.
Okay.
I watched Happy Gilmore 2.
But she's not going to tell too much because I haven't watched
I'm
it
not gonna
yet.
say anything about it.
And Happy Gilmore is one of your favorite movies
It is
ever, right?
hands down one of my favorite movies
Okay.
of all time.
So for you to say that the second one was excellent.
It was good. It was everything. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I'll just say that. But it was, I was nervous. And I had been hemming and hawing about it, and I ended up watching it. Was it last night I watched it? No. Yes. I don't know.
No, it wasn't
maybe.
last
It
night.
might have been Sunday. Saturday or Sunday I watched it. Yeah. It's good. It was good.
Yeah, my daughter and her husband watched it. They loved it too.
I just love Happy
I know I'll love it because half of Trey and Tav are in there. So
Oh.
Yes. Tay
and Travis.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong the first time.
He is actually pretty funny in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a Bad Bunny. I've been trying to not look at it, but he's been like blowing up the internet with pictures of him and Taylor. So I'm not missing anything he posts these days. And
There's a lot of course, there's a lot of cameos because that's what Adam Sandler puts everybody in every movie.
Yep.
Both his daughters are in it. His wife is in it.
I heard he paid tribute to
Chris Farley.
and the kid.
Yes. And the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't remember that kid's name, but he was in a Now Couples Retreat.
Yeah.
The one where they all go into the woods.
Yes.
Into cabin. Shit.
Grown Ups or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Which is one of my favorite movies.
that. I don't know how you. It's Grown Up Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's not as.
Right.
I mean, but my favorite, and I will say it all the time. I say it all the time when I learn to do something or I've done something well and nobody thought I could or whatever. I always say, "Oh, Happy learned to pot." That's my go-to. I say it all the time.
Oh, did you see Dion? He's got cancer. He had his bladder removed.
I'm going to keep my opinions to myself on that one.
Okay.
You know how I don't care for.
Oh, I don't care for him either, but it's still pretty wild.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway, like, share, rate, review. If you listen and you love it, give us those 5 stars. You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on all the socials at Like Whatever Pod. We are on YouTube at Like Whatever. And you can send an email to likewhateverpod@gmail.com.
You can.
This week, my sources come from ranker.com, dailymail.uk, popsugar.com, biography.com, colander.com, and of course a little wiki, because I always have to include that. So let's fuck around and find out about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
So Arnold's full name is Arnold Aloysius Schwarzenegger. And I did look that up and spelled out phonetically for myself because I was like, there's no way I'm getting that right. It's only 5 letters, but no way. He was born July 30th. Oh, tomorrow's his birthday.
Look at that.
Coincidence?
I think not.
1947, he was born in Thal, Austria. He was married to Maria Shriver from 1986 to 2021. He has children named Catherine, Christina, Patrick, Christopher, and Joseph. And his astrological sign is a Leo.
Good to know.
I leave that in there because all three of my kids are Leos. So
they are.
Growing up with them was, or having them grow up was a lot.
Yep.
Sometimes. Anyway, Schwarzenegger's childhood was far from ideal. His father, Gustav, was an alcoholic police chief and one-time member of the Nazi Party who clearly favored Arnold's brother Meinhard over his gangly, seemingly less athletic younger son.
Oops.
Which sounds crazy. As an escape, Schwarzenegger turned to the movies, in particular those of Reg Park, a bodybuilder, and star in B-level Hercules movies. The films also helped propel Schwarzenegger's own obsession with America and the future he felt awaited him there. Getting to his new country was the issue. Schwarzenegger found his answer in Joe Weider, the man behind the International Federation of Bodybuilding, an organization that sponsored contests such as Mr. Universe and Mr. Olympia. Weider loved Schwarzenegger's bravado, sense of humor, and the potential he saw in the young bodybuilder. Weider's instincts couldn't have been more dead on. In all, Schwarzenegger would win an unprecedented 5 Mr. Universe titles and 7 Mr. Olympia crowns during his bodybuilding career. Bodybuilding's never been anything I
don't get it.
I don't get it. I just all the way around.
I don't get it.
Yeah. And I'm not knocking anybody who does it, but it's just
perfectly fine if you like that. It's
yeah.
just, I don't get it.
It's so much work.
You can't eat anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to exercise all the
no,
time.
thank you.
Ugh. I walked once last week and thought I did something.
I'm just going to be fat forever.
Equally significant, Schwarzenegger, who immigrated to the United States in 1968, helped propel the sport into the mainstream, culminating in the 1977 documentary Pumping Iron, which tells the tale of Schwarzenegger's defense of his Mr. Olympia crown. He became a U.S. citizen in 1983. Schwarzenegger made the move over to the big screen after a few small parts. Schwarzenegger received the Golden Globe Award for Best Newcomer for his performance in Stay Hungry in 1976. With his immense physical strength and size, Schwarzenegger was a natural for action films. He became a leading figure in several popular 1980s action movies, including Conan the Barbarian in 1982, its sequel, Conan the Destroyer, in 1984. Schwarzenegger also starred as a deadly machine in the future in Terminator in 1984, and later reprised the role for Terminator 2 Judgment Day in 1991. I didn't realize they were that far apart.
That is quite a difference.
Yeah. The Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines was in 2003. Additional action flicks from the actor's heyday include Commando in 1985, Predator in 1987, The Running Man in 1987, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, Total Recall in 1990, and True Lies in 1994.
I like True Lies.
That is a very good one, too.
That's the one with Gary Oldman, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love. I'm no offense to Arnold, but I love me some Gary Oldman.
He also used his oversized physique to comedic effects in Twins in 1988, which was with Danny DeVito, and in Kindergarten Cop in 1990, which was a super cheesy movie.
Yes, it was. The Toma.
But speaking of his acting, when I think of Arnold and Gen X, I think of Hans and Franz on Saturday Night Live.
We're here to pump you up.
In the sketch, Carvey and Nealon play a pair of muscle-bound Austrian bodybuilders in the mold of Arnold Schwarzenegger, using padding for fake muscles, drab gray sweatsuits, weight belts, and speaking with Austrian accents. The background of the set includes several life-size cutouts of Schwarzenegger during his competition years. The sketch's introductory and ending music featured mock Austrian yodeling.
Yes, that's right, it did.
Pumping up primarily consists of Hans and Franz denigrating others for not being strong and as physically fit as they appear to be, striking bodybuilders' poses to show off their muscled bodies, complete with strained facial expressions. Schwarzenegger made one guest appearance in the skit, to much applause, in which he ridicules his cousins for being girly and weak. Another sketch was done in response to recent sports news where the Saturday Night Live editorial showed Hans and Franz barking back at a recent remark by Jimmy the Greek that African men were more apt to be muscular than European men. One sketch that did not have the pair in their signature sweatsuits and leather belts was a Halloween episode. Hans and Franz both dressed up as their idol, Arnold Schwarzenegger, with Hans as the titular character from the first Terminator film and Franz as the T-800 from the Terminator 2 Judgment Day. The two compared how their Terminators were tougher, then derived other girly costumes, even a boy who was Superman. Rather than hand out high sugar candy, Hans and Franz gave treats of vitamin C pills, coconut oil, and bee pollen to encourage kids to stay in shape. That was just absolutely one of the best skits ever. All right, so now a little bit about his personal life, specifically Maria Shriver.
Ruh-roh.
Off-screen, Schwarzenegger continued his remarkable story, marrying into the Kennedy family in 1986 by tying the knot with Maria Owens Shriver, daughter of Eunice Kennedy Shriver, and her husband, R. Sargent Shriver. According to People, a mutual friend introduced the two at a tennis tournament in 1977. They began dating shortly after, and Schwarzenegger proposed 8 years into their relationship.
Have you ever heard, as an aside, do you know, I mean, we all know the Kennedy curse, but did you know that there is a Kennedy who had a lobotomy and it went horribly bad?
Yeah. Rose Kennedy.
Rose, yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And
I want a lobotomy.
she just had mental health issues.
Yes. She should have never had it.
No, because she was basically a vegetable after
Well, because
that.
what happened is they didn't want her, from what I remember about what I was watching. When she was being born, they didn't want her born, so they tried to keep her in. Yeah.
Did she think she'd
They
stay in there
kept
forever?
pushing her back in.
So she
Because they
lost
didn't,
oxygen?
they were waiting for somebody to get there. One of the Kennedys. Yeah. So yeah, she lost oxygen and she was like half in and half out. And then, yeah, that's what happened to her. And then she had,
Yeah.
And then nobody ever came to visit her.
Yeah.
They just shoved her in a mental institution.
She's a very, very sad story.
It is really sad. You should look it up sometime.
In May 2011, the couple announced their decision to separate after Schwarzenegger's acknowledgement that he fathered a son, Joseph Baena, with Mildred Baena, a member of the family's household staff. Schwarzenegger and Shriver finalized their divorce in 2021.
I can't believe it's only that it was only that long ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
I know, it's really weird. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that son he had out of wedlock, is he the act? No, that's Patrick Schwarzenegger. That was in White Lotus.
No idea.
Yeah, he's an actor. He's actually handsome. All right. So there was a time that Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now you do.
I did know that.
I know you did. In 2003, Schwarzenegger threw his hat into the ring for the California governor's race and won a seat in a special election. In a state that was mired in severe budget woes, the newly elected Republican governor promised to bring economic stability to his adopted state. As expected, Schwarzenegger brought his own unique brand of confidence to his new job. If they don't have the guts, I call them girly men. I know, I didn't even feel right putting in here that he kept calling everybody girly because what's wrong with being a girl?
Yeah.
But that's how he talked back then. And probably still does. But anyway, he said of Democrats.
Say it to my face, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
I want to see girly.
Yeah.
I got you girly right here.
That's right. He said of Democrats early in his first term, they should go back to the table and fix the budget. Which is so funny to me because we're always financially better when we have
Democrats
in power. Yeah.
Yes. You know why? Because they tax everybody because we have more money coming in than going out, which I don't know if you're aware of this. That's how businesses run well. When you have more, the whole point is to have more coming in than going out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thanks for clearing that up.
No problem. Economics 101.
In addition to focusing on the state's financial situation, Governor Schwarzenegger worked to promote new businesses and protect the environment. In 2006, he easily won his bid for re-election. Throughout his political career, Schwarzenegger credited former U.S. President Ronald Reagan as a personal inspiration, which is not shocking since they basically took the same path. Remembering his early years in the United States, Schwarzenegger once said, "I became a citizen of the United States when Reagan was president, and he is the first president I voted for as an American citizen. He inspired me and made me even prouder to be a new American."
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, somebody's got to like him.
True story.
His second term in office did not run as smoothly, however, as Schwarzenegger struggled to help the state through difficult financial times because he screwed up the economy in his first term. After leaving office in January 2011, he sought to revive his career in the entertainment industry. In March of that year, Schwarzenegger announced plans to work with famed comic book creator Stan Lee on a new animated series inspired by his time in office. Now, I am a huge Stan Lee fan.
Yes.
And I had no idea what they were talking about when I read that. So I was like, I need to do some more research on this. So out of the Stan Lee Schwarzenegger collab came Superhero Kindergarten. One of Stan Lee's final creations was an animated superhero show for kids. The show, Stan Lee's Superhero Kindergarten, stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as Arnold Armstrong, a.k.a. Captain Fantastic, a former superhero who lost his powers after a showdown with the evil Dr. Superior. The pair's battle caused 6 nearby babies to be affected by residual superpowers, and 5 years later, Arnold is tasked with being their kindergarten teacher and superhero mentor. The show is filled with Arnold-specific jokes for adults, like announcing, "I'll be back," which comes with a wink at the camera. Animated Stan Lee cameos and references to both Marvel and DC superheroes such as Captain America and Shazam. So basically, it's the perfect show for superhero-loving parents and their kids to enjoy together. Yeah. Had you ever heard of that?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither. And it's on a channel. The only place you can see it is with a K, cartoon with an exclamation point.
Oh.
So I'm thinking that must be foreign.
Probably.
Because I've never heard of that. Yeah.
I'm not a superhero.
Yeah, I like superheroes and I like Stan Lee, and I can't believe I just never even heard of it. But anyway. Schwarzenegger made headlines again later in 2012 when he admitted for the first time to having an affair with his Red Sonja co-star Brigitte Nielsen in the mid-1980s. While he was dating and living with Maria Shriver. Ooh. Nielsen had written about the adulterous relationship in her 2011 memoir, You Only Get One Life, but Schwarzenegger didn't publicly confirm Nielsen's account until the fall of 2012 when his memoir, Total Recall, was published. So that got me thinking, well, that's around the time she was with Stallone. So was she banging Schwarzenegger and Stallone at the same time?
Oh, I have no doubt.
So I went and did some research. Brigitte Nielsen was 21 at the time and married to husband Casper with a baby son named Julian. And she says she knew her marriage was over already, but her affair with Schwarzenegger meant there was no going back. The blonde beauty became a regular in the headlines in 1985 when, after Red Sonja came out, she began dating Sylvester Stallone. The couple married within months and appeared in 2 films, Rocky IV and Cobra, before divorcing in 1987. In her book, Bridget describes her brazen approach to meeting the actor who she describes as the sexiest, most delicious man I'd ever seen.
Okay, Brigitte, let's calm down. Take it down a notch.
Yeah, I mean, of course I love Sylvester Stallone. And of course I have a crush on him, but the most delicious man I've ever seen.
No. No. Oh, speaking of the most delicious man I've ever seen. Did you see that Alice Cooper and Johnny Depp did a tribute to Ozzy?
No.
Yeah. At Alice Cooper's show, Johnny Depp came out and they did Crazy Train.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was Crazy Train. Maybe it wasn't Crazy Train. I don't know because I could only pay attention to Johnny. So
Sounds about right.
It's only one thing I can do.
So now it's time for fun facts.
Fun facts. We need to get a thing for that. Fun facts.
We do. Before just fun facts becomes what it is.
Yeah. That's lame.
It is. Although we're pretty lame, so.
True story.
It was actually kind of hard to find fun facts on Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's not fun.
I had to read a lot of lists of, I had to actually type in, hilarious things about Schwarzenegger because the first couple are just kind of sad and depressing. Well, the first one's okay, but anyway. When Schwarzenegger was only 21 years old, he was working in Hollywood and had several bodybuilding awards, but he was already a pretty successful businessman. In 1968, he opened a bricklaying business alongside fellow bodybuilder Franco Columbu. The business took off for 2 reasons. The pair had excellent marketing skills, which helped to boost sales, and the devastating 1971 San Fernando earthquake made their particular kind of business one that was suddenly in demand. The pair made over $1 million.
I did not know that. That is a fun fact.
Yeah, and I'll bet you that there is a third reason they were successful, because these 2 buff-ass guys showed up shirtless in your yard. I bet a lot of women hired them.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, not my thing, but a lot of people like it.
There's a moving company that does that.
Shirtless?
Yes.
Do you remember back
And
in
they're
the day there
college
were
kids.
topless maids?
Yes, I do remember that. I didn't have one, but yes, I do.
I didn't either.
And I never did it. So
No.
I don't like to clean that much. So that already put
It
me
wasn't
off.
about being shirtless.
I
It
don't
was
care
the whole
about. I don't have no
cleaning thing.
boobs anyway, so that's not a big deal. But I don't want to clean. I don't
Yeah.
even want to clean my own house.
Yeah. I mean, I bet that's still a thing, but it's probably very low key now.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Probably more of a prostitution kind of thing.
Or you have to have probably a lot of money to have a topless maid.
Yes. And
I mean, if
topless
you-
maid probably has to do other things besides clean the house.
Yeah, if you people would like and share and everything, and we got famous, then we could find out for you how much topless maids cost. Although, are they called maids anymore? Is there more politically correct? Housekeeper. Housekeeper.
Or cleaning lady, because there was that show called The Cleaning Lady.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure what the proper terminology is.
it's politically correct.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's not maids.
I'm pretty sure it's not either.
Because I think in hotels it's housekeeping. And then I think it's like cleaning ladies or cleaning crew or.
Because I feel like I know that they have like a domestic servant. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
That sounds
That
terrible.
sounds like slavery.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm,
for sure.
I think it pretty much is.
Probably. In the 1970s, a little show hit the airwaves called The Incredible Hulk, and it boosted Lou Ferrigno into superstardom. While Ferrigno may have won the part, in the end, he had some tough competition. Schwarzenegger was up for the role when he was just trying to get his career as an actor going. He ended up losing the role to Ferrigno, largely because of his height. Schwarzenegger isn't a short man by any means, as he stands at 6'2", but that wasn't tall enough for the producers of the show. Ferrigno stands 3 inches taller than Schwarzenegger.
I did not know how tall Lou Ferrigno was.
I didn't either, and I didn't think he was that tall because they make him just look average.
Yeah.
When he's just a guy.
Yeah.
And I always just assumed,
Because he was on, what show was he on in like the 90s?
it was
It was the King of Queens.
King of Queens. Yep. And he was Lou Ferrigno on that show. That was one of my favorite shows.
I love Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah. I love the King of Queens.
He's deaf.
He is. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Good times.
Yep. Just like Jenny in Hearts of Glass.
Yes.
By author.
Good callback. Good job.
Pat Green.
That's a good one. That's good. That's nice.
Thanks.
I love The Incredible Hulk. And I can honestly say that here in the last 6 months or so, I feel like the Incredible Hulk because I feel it physically changing into a Hulk. I haven't turned green yet, but we're getting there.
It's coming.
It is coming.
Well, you're tan, which is very weird for you. So
I know.
Maybe that's your
too.
green.
And on my way here, oh my God, I was like, I was so close. It was awful. The trip here, not good. The road rage was out of control. Because I'm not allowed to have road rage in my job.
No,
They can't.
you absolutely cannot.
And people are such assholes. They will cut they cut you off. They give you the finger. Look, bro, I'm in the most recognizable vehicle besides UPS and FedEx and Amazon. And you don't know what I'm doing here.
Exactly.
Like, you know where I'm going. And if you pay attention, you can see the next mailbox. So you know, you're probably going to go there. Anyway.
And you're doing a whole 5 miles an hour.
Exactly. Ugh. So frustrating. So when I get in my own car, I'm like, oh, I hate all of you.
Yeah. And then you can't road rage in that because then you'll lose your license and then you can't do your job.
I never thought of that.
That's what I'm here for.
But then I could go to jail.
Oh,
I know.
3 hots and a cot.
I love that idea.
They don't even make you go outside that much.
I know. I'm going to get put on death row. Do we have death row anymore here?
I think we have death row, but not the death
Penalty?
Yeah.
I want the death penalty.
You got to go to Texas or Florida for that, especially Texas.
It's really hot there, though. Like all the time.
It's really hot here.
I know, but not all the time.
True. But you'll be in jail.
Do they have air conditioning?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I bet they do.
We'll find out.
All right. Next fun fact that was not fun, but crazy. Just crazy. Arnold Schwarzenegger's parents thought he was gay when he was a young man. This wasn't something that was as accepted back then as it is now. Not that a lot of kids have a good time with it now. And they would beat him for it. The reason they believe that had to do with the posters he put all over his room. Wanting to become a bodybuilder himself, he put up posters of other men who competed in the sport. How fucking dumb were his parents? Seriously.
I mean, didn't you say his dad was an alcoholic cop?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there you have it.
Yeah. But maybe ask your kid while he has all his pictures up and he'd be like, I want to be a bodybuilder. Oh, okay. Rather than beat the shit out of him all the time. But what do I know? Anyway, seeing this, his parents assumed he was attracted to men since other boys his age put up posters of women, so they beat him. The actor who once portrayed a dangerous cyborg spoke about the issue in an interview with 60 Minutes when he mentioned that his father ran after me with a belt and beat me, which he expanded on with his thoughts of his mother's approach. I don't know if Mom thought I was gay or if she just thought there was something off. And let's catch it early. She asked the doctor, can you help me? I don't know if there's something wrong with my son because his wall is full of naked men. All of Arnold's friends have pictures of girls above their bed, and Arnold has no girls. So for those of you who are like, why do gay kids struggle? There's a little glimpse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of actually made me feel really sad for him. Because he wasn't even gay. Right. But yeah, I don't know. All right. Before finding success in film, Schwarzenegger was able to score some work on television. In 1973, the year I was born, The Oak appeared. By the way, The Oak was his nickname back in the day. That was in some of the stuff I read, but I didn't include it anywhere. The Oak appeared as a contestant on the new dating game, where men and women are tasked with choosing a prospective partner from behind a partition. Schwarzenegger was a tad soft-spoken, referring to each contestant as girl. And yet he tried very much to play into the game, responding with, "That sounds sexy," when one contestant suggested they should go to Venus. Sounds cold or hot.
It's very hot.
Sounds like there's very little oxygen there. Yeah. Probably wouldn't be so
not
sexy.
sound like a good time.
It doesn't sound sexy for sure.
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
Well,
There's no kink shaming here. We listen and we don't judge.
We don't. But when the actor was reading off the card and asked his questions, the audience would crack up. "What does it mean, hanky panky?" he asked. When she told him it was like playing around, all he could say was, "Playing around with what?"
See,
language barriers are so cute sometimes.
yeah. Poor Arnold.
I wonder what he called hanky panky, because I'm sure he was doing that. Although,
I don't know.
he was very intensely into and he was on
physique.
steroids, which
Was he actually on steroids, or we don't know? Or we're just
I think
assuming?
it's safe to assume.
I mean, probably.
Especially if he was a puny kid.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, more importantly, I think that they try and keep it tight.
Yeah.
Like it's a discipline.
Right.
I don't think they have time
No
for all
outside
that.
distractions.
Yeah, I don't think they have time for that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
Nobody got time for that.
So that's all I have today for Arnold. But we did want to save a little time at the end here because Gen X had a bit of a rough week. And we got to touch on it last week, but we had our special guest and we really, really wanted to talk to him. So we want to just pay tribute to what's happened this past week.
Yeah. So Ozzy. You know, Malcolm Jamal Warner first was a. I mean, I guess we all probably knew Ozzy was coming, and then the Hulkster, which I did see someone say Terry Bollea, what is his actual name, is a horrible, racist jackass of a human being.
He is,
but Hulk Hogan,
correct,
is not.
That's the tough part with all this because. As Gen X, Hulk Hogan's amazing. Like, the character Hulk Hogan, I mean, he was just revolutionary. Yeah. And my dad was really into pro wrestling. It's something that we bonded over. I knew everybody. Randy Macho Man Savage and Elizabeth were my absolute favorites.
Sure.
Yeah, and then just the whole Hulkamania was just a sensation.
Well, we used to have Captain Lou Albano used to eat in our restaurant all the time because he had a house in Bethany.
That's right. I remember that. But yes, we can't say all that without saying he was a huge Trump supporter.
And a big racist.
Very racist.
I mean, he's from Florida. It's not like it's a big surprise that
right.
he's racist.
But I mean, you're growing up around athletes and the public. You would think that would make you less racist, but I guess everybody's different. Depends. I don't know.
I just feel like sometimes it's hard. You have to separate the art. Like, that's where we struggle, separating the art from the artist. So separating Hulk Hogan from Terry, and like when we were talking about before, separating Marilyn Manson from whatever his dumbass name is. I know it. Brian something, but I can't remember it right off the head. And I think that's part of the problem, is you have to like deal with separating the art from the act. Like, how do I enjoy Marilyn Manson and still know that he's an asshole and did terrible things?
Yeah, it's really, really tough having to come to grips with that. But I take a pretty hard stand on things. No matter what I think of you, once I find out you're a bad person, I'm pretty much done.
Yeah.
But I'm a very cut and dry, like...
Black and white.
Yeah. I mean, when Target dropped DEI, I don't care if I did a car side pickup once a week. Boom, that was it. Done. I will shop somewhere else. It's funny, today I was talking to someone during our all-day training.
She's very bent out of shape about her all-day training.
It's just such a long day, and I don't like sitting for that long. Like, my back starts to hurt, and it's just... So then I have to pretend like I have to go pee for the 57th time just so I can get up and walk around. But try not to yawn, try not to close your eyes. Like, it's very hard. But my friend, I was saying that something about McDonald's had dropped DEI. She's like, you know what was my hardest? And at the same time, we said Target. She's like, yeah, I can't go there anymore. But
I don't know if I could drop McDonald's.
I wouldn't expect you to. I mean, McDonald's is one of the 5 foods that you eat. So
McDonald's has become part of my soul.
And yes, and it is your absolute favorite. Plus, I'm not telling other people to do what they.
Sure.
Yeah, that's just me.
Well, I mean, going back to Deion Sanders, because I hate him so much.
Right.
I will not go to Jiffy Lube ever again, and I have never stepped foot in a Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Since he did, I just won't do it.
Yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah.
Because he was the reason that Eagles fans ended up all over freaking ESPN over the Michael Irvin.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't because he broke his back. It was because Deion was on the sidelines acting like a jackass. How do I know this, you ask? Because I was at the game and I saw what happened. And
eyewitness account.
Yeah, 100%. He was being a jackass on the sidelines and getting the crowd fired up on the other side of the field. Yeah, and so those people, because it was at the vet, could not see clear across the vet. A, because the vet was a terrible venue, and B, it wasn't. I loved it. And B, because they didn't know what was going on. They cut all the cameras and stuff, and all you could see was him laying on the field. And of course, he's a cowboy, and it was taking longer. So that's fucking Deion was over there.
Yeah, I can't stand him either, and it breaks my heart what he's turned this poor kid into, because that kid has talent, and he's never going to get anywhere because
Deion's a jackass.
Yeah, because he's exactly like his father, and that's not going to fly in the NFL.
I'm sorry. I mean, I get it. I don't have to go to Pizza Hut anymore, and it was really not that hard of a struggle to stay away from Pizza Hut. But
did you see that Jalen Hurts actually did a commercial?
No.
Sprite.
Oh.
And it's actually kind of cute. Yeah. They were talking on Philly News about how weird it is because he's all
business.
But it's actually a really cute commercial.
Oh, can we talk about the ring for a sec?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy. That is a ring.
Stunner. Like, for them to get that much information on one I say little ring. It's a huge ring, but it's still just a ring.
Yeah.
I mean, the flag of Brazil is on the inside of it. And I was there, by the way.
I know, I remember. 145 diamonds for the points in the playoffs.
2 Lombardi trophies. 2 of them.
The wings pop out.
I know.
Shut your mouth.
I know. I want one.
I do too, but I don't think, you can probably get it. I don't know. I wonder if they make ones that the wings pop out, like the knockoffs. I'm sure they do, but they'd probably really easy. But
yeah,
I don't know. That ring is ringing.
It's awesome.
It is. It's a nice ring. I mean, it's a little mig for me.
It's funny because all the haters wanted to be like, it's gaudy. They're supposed to be gaudy.
They're all gaudy.
They're all literally gaudy.
Yeah.
It's like a mini trophy you can wear on your hand.
It is a trophy that you wear on your hand. Yeah, 100%. It's
gorgeous.
It is something. I do prefer the first one over the second one. Mostly, I think probably because it's just the first one. Yeah. And it has the Philly on it. And I don't know. And it has the name, right? All the names of the participants in the Philly.
And that one has the stadium on the inside of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the side of it.
On the side. I thought it opened and...
No, it doesn't open.
Maybe that was some other team.
The inside has the Philly lineup or that play drawn.
Okay.
And then I can't remember it now. And then
I mean like
stadium.
top open, top
No,
inside.
I don't think it pops open.
Okay.
I don't think no, it doesn't pop open.
Okay.
Because this ring is the first one that has like a working part to it.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the first of it.
And I love the video of them all opening their boxes at the same time, and they had it on a little turntable inside the box,
Yes.
and everybody's like, "What?"
Just-
It was so fun. I can't wait to win the Super Bowl again this year.
We'll see.
Although we lost a lot of defensive players. I'm
Yeah.
so sad that Slay All Day is gone.
It's gonna be, yeah.
The offense stayed about the same, but we lost a lot of our defense.
Yeah.
And defense wins championships. So.
Defense wins championships. Oh, I don't want to talk about Ray Lewis.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about Ray Lewis. I'm not a fan. But back to Ozzy. Can we go back to Ozzy?
Please do.
Because I don't want to talk about. I mean, Hulk Hogan. I saw Hulk Hogan.
I met Ric Flair.
Did you?
I did.
See, I wasn't because he was in the other one. It was the WWF, and then they had to change to WWE, and then they both merged together. But what was he in? He was in the other one that wasn't the WWF.
Ric Flair?
Yeah. I can't remember what it was. Shit.
I don't know. But when I worked, when I used to work the skyboxes for the NASCAR race at the casino, I worked a box that was called Velocity. And the people who bought tickets for there were like diehard NASCAR fans. It was a very nice box. They had their own bar. I was the bartender. We served food. But it was very exciting. I think it was like $6,000 or $8,000 for the weekend to get to sit in that box. That didn't include everything else. But part of the perks were drivers would come in, pit crews would come in, celebrities, and the one race, Ric Flair was what's the word?
MC?
No.
I don't know anything about NASCAR.
It's called, all right, so he was the Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshal.
Which
Not
is
Grandmaster Flash. Like
No.
I was saying, in the break area.
that's typically where they have a celebrity, or I don't know. I don't know whether it's always a celebrity, but gentlemen, start your engines. Well, I guess they don't do gentlemen anymore because there are female racers here and there. There's a new one, actually.
Not Danica Patrick?
Not Danica. She's European, but now she's in NASCAR. Anyway.
I can't watch NASCAR. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I am not a NASCAR fan, but I know more about NASCAR
Than you ever wanted to know?
probably 90% of NASCAR fans, because
No doubt.
I was in that skybox and I listened to drivers, and I did learn some cool things, like they have spotters that sit on the roof of the skyboxes, and that's how the drivers, they're their eyes. They can't see anything in those cars. Like, there's no mirrors. They have no idea what's going on. So they have a crew of like, I think 5 or 6 guys that sit on lawn chairs with binoculars and watch the cars go round and round and round. And they talk on their headset to the driver and let them know what's happening. Yeah, it sounds horrible.
That's the worst job ever.
Yeah. But, and then they're dicks about it. Like, if the driver pisses them off, they'll turn off their radios and won't give them any information, which is super safe and smart. But that's what they said. But anyway,
I mean, to be fair, NASCAR doesn't seem very safe nor smart.
no. So yeah, Ric Flair was the Grand Marshal that year. So he and the blonde he was with came into our skybox, and I got his autograph for a friend of ours who was like super duper wrestling fan. But yeah, it was pretty neat. I mean,
I used to be because I was a tomboy. I know, we're all shocked and surprised. I used to be a very big tomboy. And when we stopped living in a van, which you can find more about if you listen to Dragon's Dream. When we stopped living in a van, I had a friend that lived down the street, and he was a boy, and we watched wrestling on Sundays every week. And I had posters all over my walls of Jimmy Superfly Snuka and Rowdy Piper and Andre the Giant and the Sheik and the Junkyard Dog.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and the Bushwhackers. You remember the Oh, I know them all. I was in it to win it. I have been to several WWF matches when it was WWF. When I got older, I didn't
Yeah.
anymore, but
I just had Teen Beat headshots all over my walls.
I mean, I had the who was the one with the Rowdy Piper? I think is the one that had no, Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake had the snake. Mm-hmm. And of course,
Macho Man
and Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. And then they had a cartoon that came on Saturday mornings.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. And they had Cyndi Lauper was on that with Captain Lou, and they lived in a house.
Yep. Yep.
And they fought crime or something. I don't know actually what they did, but I don't remember that much of it. I do remember Cyndi Lauper was on it, and they had a cartoon. I think it was kind of A-team-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a huge, but I never liked Hulk Hogan. Never.
Oh, you're like a dog that can sense a bad person.
I was never a Hulkamaniac. I always liked the Roddy Piper went bad for a little while.
He did.
He wore the black leather jacket.
And he was such a jerk when he was bad.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, later on, it was The Undertaker because, like,
Yeah.
he's my speed.
He was like still wrestling.
No, he did end up retiring.
What, like a year ago?
But yeah, it's not been that long, but yeah.
Because I was going to say, I saw WrestleMania not that long ago, and he was still, and it's so sad to watch. Like, he can barely move.
Yeah. All of them. It is really sad, all of them.
Awful to watch.
They do put themselves through a lot.
Yeah.
For our entertainment. But yeah, I was a huge Junkyard Dog used to wear a collar.
Yep.
The Sheik wore his. Yeah. And then Paul, was it Paul DiBiase?
Yes.
He was a Mr.
Manager.
Wonderful. Mr. Wonderful, wasn't he Mr. Wonderful?
Yes.
And then who was we should not talk about it. Like,
Yeah, you want to talk about Ozzy.
yeah, we'll just do a whole episode on WrestleMania on WWF because yeah. Ozzy. Back to Ozzy Osbourne. I did say it, I think, in whatever episode I said it in. After I watched that, you knew it was over. In My Mom Coming Home, he told us all it was over.
So have they said cause of death yet?
No.
Do you think it was assisted suicide? Yeah.
And I think they just probably won't. Or they'll just say natural causes.
Yeah, because he was apparently very medicated. It sounds like he was probably in hospice care.
Yes.
Because he came off of all that medication so he could be coherent and be in the moment for the concert that he did. So that definitely sounds like...
I mean, I think we all know who was king of hospice. Jimmy Carter. Because every so many episodes, we have to bring Jimmy Carter back. Yeah, but I think Ozzy, I think it was probably...
As it should be.
Yeah. He went out on his terms. I don't see anything wrong with it. I
think it is far less humane to force someone to stay alive in pain, with their family having to see them like that, not being able to go to the restroom by themselves. Like,
we give that dignity to our pets.
Correct.
Why would you not want to give that dignity to one of your family members?
Yes.
Makes no sense to me at all.
No, because those people are ready to go. Like, if there's always hope and there's always miracles that happen, not the Jesus kind of miracles, but there are things that happen that you didn't expect. But people know that, and if they choose that that's what they want to do, then they should be allowed to do it.
To be honest, it's a miracle Ozzy made it to 76.
Yeah.
With the amount of drugs he did and alcohol he consumed, his lifestyle, and there's some great memes about Keith Richards. It was just like in another one down. Like, Keith is just never going to die. No. Keith Richards. How that man is still alive.
I swear, those rock stars from that era, Mick Jagger, Steven Tyler, the drugs and alcohol must have pickled them like you pickle vegetables, because why aren't they dead? Why aren't they dead?
Not wrong.
It makes no sense.
You are not wrong.
So there is something to it. I don't advise people to try
the
it.
drugs
but
were probably
cleaner.
It's
More
not-
pure.
Yeah, there's probably not a whole lot of crap.
But a lot of booze too, and booze has always been bad for you.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, booze or booze.
Yeah, how are their livers still working?
You know, I don't know. Maybe they just steal the livers of other people. I don't know.
Well, there is a black market for organs, so maybe that's the people that are buying
I
them.
did hear about the black market for I don't know if you know this, but and I'm not going to say who told me, but you know who posted it on Facebook. There's apparently Obama is the ringleader of not only a sex trafficking ring, but also not only did they traffic young children, pedophile trafficking, but they also trafficked organs.
Oh, he's a busy man.
They are also lasering land from out of space.
I don't even know what that means.
I wasn't sure either. And I didn't ask because
Like some of the shit people post is like, and it's not even like, I avoid all news. I try to find the most neutral news that I can find. I feel like the 6:30 evening news on a network.
apparently that was on local news according to the post
No, it
that
wasn't.
according to the post I read. This person was watching the local news, and apparently it is only happening in Hawaii and Maryland.
Oh, Maryland is so close to us.
Yes.
All right. By local news, do they mean Truth Social?
No. On their phone, they were watching the local news.
So what were they?
I have no idea. I have no idea
lasering?
because I thought to myself, I just cannot see WBOC
No.
putting that on the news.
Even if it was real.
First of all, I feel like WBOC is more.
Now, if they lasered a chicken house in Sussex County, BOC might cover that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. They'd be like, whoa, did you see the chicken house got lasered?
Exactly.
How did that happen?
That would be big news.
But they also, and here's my other thing about the cloud seeding. Because I should stop this whole thing right now. Not that anybody who knows this person listens, thankfully.
And if they do,
Oh,
too
there
bad.
might be one, but whatever. Apparently, the cloud seeding is what happened in Texas. Now, here is my question about the cloud seeding. Because if you can cause floods in Texas,
All right, wait. Can you explain what cloud seeding
they dump
is?
some kind of chemical in the clouds to make it rain. I know what you're I know what you're thinking, because that's my issue.
Is somebody up there with like a seed spreader
It's a plane
that they're pushing and
Yes.
it's making little
It's
cloud
a
seeds?
plane, and they dump some kind of chemical.
Oh,
That makes it rain.
Is that the laser thing too? Because
that's
I know
different.
that the entrails are
I think it has something. It might have something. I don't know what the trails have to do with.
Okay.
I think that's just poison.
okay.
I'm not really up on my crazy conspiracies. I should be, but it just
You
aggravates
can't
me.
keep up anymore.
No, you really
I
can't.
mean, there's more conspiracy theories than there is reality.
But
these
here's my
days.
thing about that conspiracy. So if you spent all this money or whatever, I don't even know who does it. But if you did all this work to just dump this on Texas to prove whatever point, like just to kill a bunch of Republicans, I guess, because, little girls.
Well, they were Christians.
Exactly. So, but when, like, say an entire Democratic state is on fire, why
That's God.
would you not?
God's trying to kill all the gay people.
Why would you not seed those clouds? Like, why would you not use the technology for something.
And if
as
these
well as
goddamn people would just learn a fact once in a while,
They just can't.
because where that flood happened, floods all the time. It is a low point, and it's made of limestone, so there is nothing to absorb water. It has flooded numerous times, and yet those fucking morons set up a kids camp in there and put everybody in there. So, like, it's not rocket science.
It's not.
It's not anything crazy. It's low ground that the water cannot absorb into, and it floods. So you shouldn't put any park or any camp or anything there where people are going to be asleep and then suddenly they're going to drown. So, God damn, it's not that hard.
I don't
like,
understand.
Jesus.
But if you believe that they are seeding clouds to just take out a Republican area, why would they not quench the fires in a Democratic state just so they didn't have to kill their own people? Like, wouldn't they use it for good as well as evil? If they're going to use it for evil, you might as well use it for good too. And when the whole state is on fire, or I don't know, in a huge drought, why wouldn't you just drop some rain there? If you could. I mean, it's the same thing as sending nuclear weapons into a hurricane, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my entire life.
By the way, I was watching some documentary show on one of the channels that have science on them.
For real science?
Yeah. And did you know there is a fire-nado?
Yes.
And that bitch gets like, it's taller than the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
This one that they had documented was, it's a tornado made of fire. Traveling at 250 miles an hour. So there was the one that was huge, and I don't think they had photo evidence of it. But then something very similar happened. That's what it was. It was What in the World on, I think, Discovery. I love that because they find something obscure, and then they're like, well, is it aliens or is it... It's almost always the government. But it always has a very regular explanation to it. But anyway, this similar thing happened in Ohio once, and it wasn't as big as the other one, but it was fucking terrifying. And there's nothing you can do about it.
No.
Like, firefighters were just like, yep, there it is.
That's it.
And it's the destruction of a tornado, only everything's burnt. Like, crazy.
There is some crazy stuff that happens in this world.
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
Yes, this is a complex planet.
I just learned the other day about Point Nemo, which is the only it's in the middle of the Pacific,
Okay.
one of the oceans,
Okay.
and it's the point that is furthest away from any point of land. You are actually closer to the space station
Yes.
when you are at Point Nemo than any piece of land.
Yes.
I just was learning about this.
I
the other
have
day.
heard of that.
And it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are closer to the space station.
Yeah.
That's mind blowing. Like, that blew my whole thought process.
Yeah. I just can't grasp. I think I have trouble grasping space. Think about the ocean.
There is so much about the ocean we don't know, and that's where they try to drop all this shit that that is orbiting us, and they want to bring it down. They try and drop it out there because it's, there's nothing around, so they can just, there's probably it's all probably piled up with space garbage.
Yeah. And in the meantime, the ecosystems and the animals that live there are all fucked up.
We don't even know what's coming up from that. We don't even know what lives down there. Well, they say aliens. That's where the aliens hide.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Is that where the lasers come from?
Maybe. Okay.
All right, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting stupider the longer that we talk.
We're going downhill. So, thanks for listening. You can share, rate, review. Find us where you listen to podcasts, but you already knew that because you're listening. You can follow us on all the socials at LikeWhateverPod. You can send us an email about your conspiracy to likewhateverpod@gmail.com, or don't. Whatever.
Whatever.
Bye.
You